In the last episode, we totally took a snooze and woke up hungry. And my stamina's down to 32 because I think my hunger's so low. It's time for the video juegos. Also, if I remember correctly, I'm poor as shit. Ring-a-ding-ding, baby.
But that's what I'm talking about. You can't get fine eating like this at any of those diners out there. So make sure you enjoy it.
Oh, no, I'm completely flat broke.
Thanks, mister. Next time you get...
Ooh, I totally forgot. I'm flat broke. Oh, lordy lord. Looks like we're totally just gonna eat some candy today. Living on candy. What about this? Restore good deal of concentration. No, that doesn't help me. Alright. We need to go find a way to make money. Unless the FBI wants to pay me. Alright, let's go bowling. Maybe I can bowl for money. Become the regional champion or something. Oh, old lady's just popping into existence.
The streets in New Orleans were a mess.
Ollie!
Oh,
that was disappointing as hell.
So the ground is soft. All it takes is...
You know, I like the skateboard because it's kind of like a car, except for I can pull up right to the door. And I like that.
Sorry for the wait, Patti.
Whatever.
I like to imagine Patty's been waiting here all night. Didn't even leave the diner.
Is Mrs. Carpenter here?
No, she hasn't come in today.
Everything's going according to plan. It's time to knock down the 10 maidens, Zach.
It's kind of reminding me of the part in Twin Peaks. Or what was his name? Can't remember the FBI agent's name. It's just like on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember. When he was throwing those rocks at the glass jug. Dale Cooper, that's it. Damn good name. Let's go knock him down! Oh.
Oh my lord, y'all are back? Listen up, y'all ain't gonna believe this.
Please tell me nobody stole all the pins. That didn't happen.
What's wrong?
Mrs. Carpenter hasn't come in.
Oh, phew. I thought it was something important.
For the first time in 10 years. What could it be? I just hoping nothing bad happened to her.
She's fine. You have my guarantee.
Oh my lord. I reckon if an FBI agent like you is convinced, then I should be too.
What did I tell you, Patti? Value is a relative thing.
Yo, good point. Like, not what you're saying, but your finger.
We needed to find that figurine, no matter the cost.
Dope. Now bowl time? Yeah, now bowl time. I'll just walk across the lane like a heathen.
You really wanted to bowl that bad? They don't have bowling alleys in the city no more?
Wrong, Patti. I have absolutely no interest in bowling. Tossing a heavy ball at lined-up pins? Where's the fun in that? You can't even call this a sport. It's a game for cavemen.
Unga dunga, throw rock at pins.
Nonsense. Utter nonsense.
Then can I throw the ball instead?
Absolutely not, Patti. This is part of the investigation. I need to do this myself, no matter how stupid it may be.
You're the one who's stupid. Sure looks like you're having fun to me.
Oh my god, bowling. Yeah, boy. Oh, I can select the ball. Oh, give me your heaviest one. The 16-pounder, hell yeah. Like throwing a fat catfish down the way. Here we go. I mean, I could do it just down the middle. I guess that's the way you actually do it. Oh god. I wasn't expecting this! failure. What about the 7? Is it easier to control? No, not really. It's delayed. Okay. So it seems like it's a stronger spin at the end. Alright, I'm gonna aim from the right and try to curve it in. Let's use a middle. A 13's an unlucky number, sure. Alright. I have a good feeling about this one, Zach. Awesome!
Oh, looks like I finally earned myself a rival.
Oh lordy, are we about to play against this woman? Oh boy.
That was just a stroke of luck, Mrs. Carpenter. Despite how I may seem, I've never been any good at any of the ball-based sports that exist here on our planet.
A ball-based sports? Oh, but you give me a nice cute football? Ooh, you're going down.
Oh, no, you can't fool me. I can tell the FBI's giving you very special training. If I gave you a few lessons on top of that, I'm sure you'd be able to go semi-pro.
Semi-pro?
That's right. That's what I said.
Not pro, but semi-pro.
Yes, semi-pro.
Semi-pro is starting to lose meaning the more they say. They say it like 4 times and it's already like a weird word from semi-pro. Not even semi-pro. Semi-pro.
You'd never be able to go pro. You don't have what it takes. You could become a semi-pro if you tried really hard, though. Well, I guarantee it. Come back and see me when you feel like giving it a try. I'm sure my husband would forgive me if I let someone like you borrow my lane. Well, we gotta give youngsters a chance to grow. That's what we always say.
I could actually go semi-pro?
Now he's actually considering it. And if I could turn Deadly Premonition from an FBI detective story into a game where I'm just bowling and making money, I would play it.
I'd take her words with a grain of salt if I were you.
Patricia, I can understand why you'd be envious of my talents. But you don't need to worry. You have your own unique talents, just like any other person. You shouldn't have to feel inferior every time you look at me.
You're unbelievable.
It's so strange, Zach. I feel like I'm discovering a new side to myself.
Wait, are you telling me there's a third person in your head?
By the way, Mr. Special Agent, you said you're investigating the Lise Clarkson incident, yes? In that case, there's something you should know.
So wait, if Zach lives in the red room, maybe there's like Billy Bob who lives in the blue room, and he's the like semi-pro bowler that lives in Zach's head. Zach York, whatever.
That poor girl, Lise, she was and she was into the really bad stuff.
Red powder.
Oh, no wonder the FBI picked you. You already figured out that much. Well, the reason Lise turned into such a little hoodlum is because of her mother, Galena.
Galena?
Mm-hmm. A mother only in name. Oh, as far as I'm concerned, she's still nothing more than a child herself. Oh, dressing up in fancy clothes, always out on the town somewhere. Children giving birth to children. If these aren't the end times, well, I don't know what is. Oh, and they were always cooped up in that jazz bar. Galena wouldn't know proper parenting if it hit her in the tush.
I bet Mrs. Carpenter used to be a flapper back in the 50s.
Zach, the jazz bar. We first heard about it from Patricia. It must be deeply connected with this case. And the red powder, it must be San Rouge. Following the Oracle and felling the 10 maidens sure paid off, didn't it?
So, Mr. Special Agent, are you all finished here?
Yes, Mrs. Carpenter. Thanks to you, I've gotten a new lead.
Oh. Then how about you mosey on and let me get back to my bowling? I need to bowl my first game of the day or else I'm gonna get rusty. Well, what are you waiting for? Get a move on! Shoo! Shoo!
Lady needs the bowl. Bowling's been unlocked. Looks like it's pretty locked right now. Well, that's good then. What? I like Hungang. Hungan. Tell me the game crashed on the Switch. Tell me. There's just no way. There's no way they would release a console game that just crashes. Would they? You know, if it is truly loading, I have no problem with that. But if it crashed, I would love to know. My game crashed to this point too several times. Please don't tell me that. Okay. That fix it? Eh. Oh Lord. Usually comes up with a unexpected error like on the Switch if this happens, right?
When the sun awakens, catch the tip of the baby bear's tail at the Force altar. And the entrance to the other world will reveal itself to you.
Zach, it's another oracle. It appears that we're being guided by a mysterious power.
Name's Hungang. Hungan. We all knew this.
This oracle is a simple one.
Okay, wait. First of all, he keeps saying oracle, and to me, an oracle is a person who is like a soothsayer or like a fortune teller or someone who talks of omens. Are they like substituting the word premonition for oracle because they don't want to use the word premonition?
The false altar. You already know what this is, right? The place where Lise Clarkson's body was first discovered. She was found under a bridge at some sort of altar as if she was being worshipped. That's what Chef David said, right?
Oracle decryption start! Alright. Where does the oracle point to? When the sun awakens, which would be, I guess, be east, catch the tip of the baby's bare tail at the false altar.
When the sun awakens refers to dawn, of course.
Yeah.
And the tip of the baby bear's tail is the North Star.
Okay, I don't know about that one, but you're a smart guy, York, so I'll believe you.
At dawn, look straight to the north from where Lisa's body was found.
Did he have to do the accent?
On the surface, this oracle may seem tricky and convoluted, but it's still mere child's play. Pathetic.
Alright. Easy.
Zach, let's follow the oracle and head to where Lisa's body was found. I don't know what other world refers to, but I'm sure we'll find out once we get there.
Oracle?
That's right, Patti. This case is a rather complicated one. So Zach and I are following oracles given to us by a skeletal gentleman in order to crack it.
This is Lucari Tiger. Do you read me? Over. Lucari Tiger to DC Eagle. Do you copy?
It's Daddy. Hurry up and answer.
This is DC Eagle. I read you loud and clear. Over.
I gotta say, I'm very pleased that he's also using the call sign that he was assigned.
Oh, good. Mr. York. I'm sure glad you picked up.
There's no point in using code names if he's just going to say my real name.
Mr. York, can you hear me? Hey, Mr. York. Oh, right. Over.
DC Eagle to Lucare Tiger. Is something wrong? Over.
Mr. York, I got something I need to tell you ASAP. Just sit tight and listen, okay? Over.
Roger, Wilco. Go right ahead. Over.
I just happened to overhear some of the Clarksons talking on another channel. Apparently, Lisa's mother's been missing since early this morning. I reckon it might be related to the case, so I wanted to let you in on it right away. Oh, over.
Lisa's mother. You're referring to Galena, the social butterfly? Over.
Another special agent slam dunk. So, you already did a little research on her, huh? That's right. The one who's gone missing is the younger of the Clarkson sisters, and our town's queen of the night. No one can slip one past me. Because I'm the ultimate FBI agent, Francis York Morgan. My proverbial hat goes off to your investigative skills, sir. Anywho, Galena used to be an actress, and she's also real pretty in the face. Draws attention wherever she goes. If you happen to spot her while you're investigating, would you let me know? Oh yeah, over.
At least he remembers to say over.
Hey, Mr. York, what do you say we cut this out, huh? Over this, over that. It all seems kind of overblown, don't you think?
Protocol, Melvin.
Besides, I reckon we're the only ones listening to this. No need to be so stiff, right?
Yes, Melvin, I agree. There's no need for us to cling to formalities.
Glad to hear it. I ain't never been too good with formalities, you feel me?
Yeah,
Well, Mr.
boy.
York, if I hear any more news, I'll be sure to let you know. Good luck out there.
Daddy's such a goofball.
Patti, do you think Galena is really as beautiful as people say?
I don't know, I guess. Men just seem to like women like her for some reason.
Who's more beautiful, Galena or your mother?
What?
Patti just says, me, you dumb bitch.
Candy Woods, your mother. Melvin said she was the prettiest girl in town.
And then Patti just uppercuts us.
How should I know? That's a stupid question.
Why is it stupid?
My mom is sick.
You can be sick and pretty, what?
Zach, that was a bad move. We stepped right into a private matter without any shoes on. But these things are bound to happen. After all, I'm a special agent of the FBI.
I'm not sure what that has to do with it, but alright.
And there isn't an organization out there that's more well-versed in the art of infringing on people's privacy.
That's right. Later, Zach, they're gonna look up your internet records and use it against you. Keep calling him Zach, but he's York. Well, I guess I was telling Zach because Zach is in the future. I was hoping a car would have hit us. What are these red dots? Squirrels?
Zach, you're a coffee person.
Oh, these squirrels bad. Stole a rubber bullet from me. There's a blue squirrel. Back, you beast! Don't watch Penny. Or Patti. I want the blue squirrel. shooting in a console game. Oh, I got him. What do you got? A chicory tail. Why are there so many squirrels here, and why are they organized? I appreciate that it locks onto him and it just turns red, and that's when you shoot. Oh shit, I gotta reload. Yeah, he's so squirrely! There we go. Oh, this doesn't help us. Well, I got fur, and you can sell them this, so... Actually, maybe this is a way to make money? Whoops. One of these buttons is run. R1. FBI agents on my front lawn shooting my squirrels. He's a monster. Oh, coming right for me. Rare kill bonus 777. All right, that'll pay off some of my debt. Cool. I can't wait till I get a car so I can just run them all over and save my bullets.
So, what do you think of it?
Look at that view distance or draw distance or whatever they call it.
Hey, Zach, it looks like we were right on the money. Tracing the San Rouge distribution route led us right to Louisiana. You know what that means. We've got a...
Oh shit, wolves. This is probably better money? Question mark. Just go out and hunt some wolves. Shit. Makes a real squishy sound. Rare kill? Shit, I'll take it. Oh, that was a dog! That's just somebody's dog, it's not a wolf. That looks like a wolf, though. Big, scary wolf. What? Just gonna go out there and fist fight some wolves. You want some too? Wait, 2 punches or 2 shots? I'll take the 2 punches.
Okay, Patti. I'm going to try asking you that question again. What do you do when you're at home?
I watch TV and look up stuff on the internet, I guess. Ain't much else to do when you're out in the middle of nowhere.
Really? For some reason, I envisioned you working hard to take care of all the chores around the house.
Well, of course I do stuff like that too. But doesn't everyone? Why bother talking about it?
Other kids your age don't help out their parents. They're too busy talking with their friends on the phone or through emails.
That's stupid. I don't get why everyone's so obsessed with taking pictures of themselves. Then they send them to their friends just to get approval? Talk about cringeworthy.
How do you prefer to boost your self-esteem then?
I don't need to. I have my family. And besides, my daddy's the town sheriff. All I need to be happy is a normal life.
That's awfully mature of you.
Everyone else is just childish. I'm totally normal.
Okay then. So what do you do after you finish all your chores? You don't turn on CNN and pour yourself some bourbon, do you?
CNN? That's kid stuff. What I watch is way more adult than that.
Like what? Live sports?
You just don't get it, Agent York. Full House, Friends.
Don't forget
Beverly
CSI.
Hills 90210. Sitcoms. Sitcoms are an all-in-one package.
Oh God.
Dreams, love,
This
life
child is
lessons,
bound for
science
FBI
fiction.
agency.
They've got everything you'd ever want. And some cable channels just show reruns all day long. It's the best. Oh, but my favorite TV show is this old one called MacGyver. The main character is cute and smart. I don't know his real name, but I like him. Oh, and I also like Gil Grissom.
Yo, me too.
From CSI.
That's my favorite
I just think it's
CSI-er.
adorable how he keeps maggots inside his fridge.
Thank you, Patti. That was very informative. Well, what do you think, Zach?
I think I want to push these bad wolf dogs. Get out of my town. Look at that. I'm at a profit now instead of a negative. I'm out of the red. I could probably actually go get a burger. I like how the dogs attack once and they just kind of give up and wait for me to punch them. I'm murdering dogs. I need the money. I need it. This is necessity.
Person, right? No sugar, only milk. Yes, I'm completely with you on
A dog skull? Yeah, I don't think the dog just dropped it. I'm pretty sure Agent York here probably had to pull out a knife and get to work. Shit's morbid.
3 non-adults. Don't mind me, Zach. This is how I...
More squirrels? Oh, no more wolves or dogs.
This is the deep south.
This is the deep south. Just running in and beating up dogs. Ooh, dodge. That was a tough one.
So you clearly love TV shows, but what about movies?
Movies? We don't even have a movie theater.
Oh shit, wrong button.
Hey, Agent York.
Hold on, I'm beating up dogs here. Penny, unless you can give me your, like, lunch money, don't talk to me right now. And with a skateboard? Give me the skateboard used as a weapon, I would. But probably damage my skateboard. So if my kick is so strong, why can't I just kick the dogs instead of, like, punching them? Alright. Let's get out of here. This place is clean. York Kuza? I would play the shit out of
Looks
that.
like we were right on the money. Tracing the Sang Rouge distribution route led us right to Louisiana. You know what that means. We've got a hot hand, and Lady Luck's given us far more favor than she ever has before. We just happened to hear news about Lisa's murder while sitting in a bar during our vacation in New Orleans.
Owl's Nest. Okay, that's a place we can eat at. I need to, like, do a Yui. God, I can't wait till I can do sick tricks. I'm seeing none of these glitches. Yes, go clip it. Blowing the capture card, but the thing is, I'm looking at the OBS screen that has the capture card, and I'm playing it through the capture card, and I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing it at all. How am I? I'm alright. I'm sweaty. This the entrance? Teach me some God. Well, I like the acoustics of this place. What is this tool? Alright. Any medicine I can just yoink? Give the old Yorkie yoink? Hello there.
How pitiful. Are you lost, little lamb?
Everyone has the ability to receive guidance from the Lord! Even right here in Lacarte, a sad town, caught in the grip of the Clarksons. Alright. This is some funky ragtime for a church. Alright. I didn't expect to get charged for that. I had to test it, but hey, I broke my contract. Kinda wish the skating was this quiet all the time. Oh. That is not the correct squirrel sound. Holy driftu!
Hey, you! You're FBI, right?
And who might you be?
I'm Raven, but around here they call me the Speed Witch.
They call me the Sandwich.
You're here investigating the lease case, yeah? And instead of a car, you're using a skateboard? For real? You've already become the talk of the town, you know? Anyway, I was just wondering if you needed any help. What's your name?
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please, call me York.
Okay, Yorkie it is. I'm actually testing out a new kind of business right now. And I was hoping you'd be down to try it out, Yorkie.
Are you a
What kind of
taxi?
business are we talking about here?
I drive my customers to wherever they want to go, and once we get there, they pay me. Now that I think about it, I reckon it ain't much different from a taxi.
Seems a bit strange to call it a new type of business then.
Only 'cause you haven't heard the details yet. Here, let me explain. I got a feeling that in the future, cell phones are gonna get more advanced. And people are gonna be able to just order taxis from their phones whenever they need to get somewhere. So I'm thinking, hey, why don't I just start a company that instantly sends out drivers to take folks from point A to point B?
How?
I want to make it so that anyone out there can just register on my site as a driver. I'm talking normal people, not pros. Then once we get a request, we'll just send out the driver who's closest to the customer. It'll be a hell of a lot more convenient than public transportation.
Why don't they have this in real life?
Than any normal taxi company.
This is genius.
Positive it'll be a big hit. And I'm gonna call it Wyvern. The logo will be a Y and a V. Cool, yeah?
Is that legal?
Beats me. But if I hire them all as independent contractors, I reckon it'll work out. See, that means each driver and customer will be bound by their own private agreement.
And you don't have to give
My
them
company will
benefits.
just provide them with a platform to hook up. Squeaky clean, right? Now, here comes the fun part. I want to help you get around while you're in our town, Yorkie. For a fee, of course. Keep an eye out for my balloons. Whenever you see one in town, give me a whistle and I'll be there.
That's what they're for. Holy
Why
shit.
not invite me to use your site then? Why are you out here driving around?
I'm still experimenting with this business model. My site isn't open yet, and I'm still trying to figure out what sort of fees will work best. So I decided to go find myself a customer to get a feel for how things will really go. Well, wanna ride?
Zach, that was quite the spiel, wasn't it? This seems like little more than a scheme to make some pocket change from carpooling. What's new about that? Although it will be a bit hard for us to keep investigating here for days with nothing but a skateboard. What do you think? Should we accept her offer?
Man, you're very, jaggy in that reflection, dude.
That's what I'm talking about.
Now, I hope you're as cheap as Uber and it only costs like $8 to get anywhere in this city.
Come on, get in, get in.
I don't even have a destination. Ah, okay. Well, I just kind of want to go to the hotel, so... Oh. Sure. $2.50. Super cheap, hell yeah. Oh, I like that little load icon. That's a good one. Absolutely awesome. Wyvern balloons are all over Lakari. You can use them to call Raven, who will let you fast travel to another balloon. It'll cost you, but it's definitely faster than your skateboard. You can also use transportation desks at Casa Pineapple to visit secret hotspots. I like how in the beginning of this game I was trying to shoot these balloons, but that's like me just going around trying to punch bus stops. Alright, back to the hotel I go.
So, what do you think of this? I'm talking about him.
What?
Boondock.
Wait, who's that just standing there that I can talk to? Is that her again? Where's your car, Raven?
Howdy, Yorkie.
I'm in the middle of an important business meeting right now. Sorry, but you mind waiting a bit? Psst. Is that bellboy a cutie or what? He said he was lonely! Or at least Zach said he was lonely, or York. I don't think the bellboy actually said he was lonely, but now we can hook them up. We can play Cupid. With who? The bellboy, the concierge, and the chef. All in one. A triple threat. Night has fallen, so Patricia went home. Good. Because where we're going is gonna be... Ah, fuck, I'm broke again. Holy shit, I'm super broke. Well, looks like I'm skating to the crime scene. With my very little stamina. Lise Clarkson discovery site. Looks like she was smashed with a meteorite. But I'm not a detective.
This is how it has to be.
Why did the perpetrator decide to enshrine Lisa's body here?
Zach, this is a murder investigation scene.
Remember this, Zach?
I don't think skipping stones and messing with evidence is a good idea, but, you know, you do you.
Stone skipping. We did it all the time when we were kids. For some reason, I could never beat you. But I feel like I've got what it takes to win now.
Please tell me there's going to be a stone skipping minigame.
What do you say? Shall we take a trip down memory lane?
Yes! Wonderful. In order to start stone skipping, you'll need to select a stone. Each stone has its own unique properties. After tossing a stone, press A at the right time to increase the distance it flies. Each skipping stone point has its own unique course, so give them all a try. It's kind of like golf. Sure. Oh, this is kind of neat. Oh, I see. I'm actually controlling the stone. Give me money. Give me money. Oh. Oh, okay, I understand. Then I can get some sunscreen and a lizard skin. Okay. I just gotta do 400 points 2 more times? No?
Not bad, Zach.
Oh, okay.
That was just as fun as when we were kids. Hey, what's that?
A murder scene, York.
No wonder the word Mississippi means father of waters. It has the power to carry boats down the tiniest of tributaries. It's one of the prime symbols of America's majesty and the vitality of the human race. Now about that boat. What sort of cargo would give it such a deep draft? What else do you see, Zach? I saw it clearly, if only for a second. The dragonfly crest. This town never wants to stop reminding us about the Clarksons.
Yo, does anybody else see the skull in the river? Am I crazy? Is that intentional? Oh yeah, that's looking mad intentional. And I can't swim, not in this suit at least. I'm gonna do it again. Oh, spoopy vision, I forgot. You get it? It's a flat stone, so it's a Lafayette. It's kind of like flat, Lafayette, whatever. Here we go. Shit, that one sucked. None of them were cool either. Alright, I'm gonna do better this time. Another 11. We got some good cools though. I'm gonna be a stone skipping champion in no time. Nice. 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 I got a talisman finally. What if I say no? No. A Baton Rouge, alright. Makes me real nostalgic for Super Mario RPG when you would do the jump moves and you had to time it just right. And I get paid for skipping stones, hell yeah. Alright, before it gets too late and I miss my opportunity, let's gander to the east.
Do you remember the oracle?
Yeah.
When the sun awakens, catch the tip of the baby bear's tail at the false altar, and the entrance to the other world will reveal itself to you. In other words, we need to go to where Lise was found and look north at dawn. I wonder what we'll see.
Singularity inspection. Don't look directly into the singularity. Yeah, I would love to know about this.
It's a skull, Zack. As clear as day. That's the spot. The barrier between our world and the other world. One might call it a singularity.
But how do I power the station with this? Sweet.
Now, what do you say we go inspect that cabin?
Cabin? What?
Why did you leave me behind? You're not supposed to investigate without me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Patti. You just missed a special moment.
What moment? The sugarcane plantation? So what?
Oh, that cabin? Alright.
You can't see it?
All I see is the Clarkson's plantation and that gross silo.
There you have it, Zack. Patti, Zack and I will take it from here. In the meantime, you need to head home and wait for us.
Wait at home? Alone?
Yes, but only for a while. Once I make some progress, I'll contact you again.
She has a sick mother. And George... I don't remember his last name. From the sheriff in the first one had a sick mother. The red seeds are back. Is Patti gonna turn into a giant Oni ogre boss that I have to fight at the end of this?
Hey, hold on!
Also, would you mind telling Melvin that I'm heading to the sugarcane plantation? I'm sure we'll need his help later.
Whoa, Agent York! Wait! You're really gonna leave a little girl like me here all alone?
You came out here by yourself all alone.
Act like an adult for once in your life. I promise to protect you from all the evil in our world.
And then I gave her a haymaker.
You promised! Protect me!
You'll be fine. You made it this far alone, didn't you?
Springy, at that part, can you like zoom in her mouth as she's like giving a raspberry? Thanks. Act like an adult, she says, as I run over to skip more stones. Shit, that one was terrible. Don't look at me, Patti. Well, at least I got my middle cigarette. Then press it a bunch! Oh, big boy. Shit, that was terrible. Bunch of bads, please, thank you. Oh, bads don't give you any points. Whoops. Ooh, the Shreveport. That one's close to Texas. Okay, that rock is tough. Damn. Alright, I'm done here. I'll be the stone skipping master in no time. You just watch. So, what's our main quest? We need to go check out the thing. Head to the Singularity. No. But alright. Perfect place to skateboard. Up a dirt mound. Also, excuse me while I go sock these dogs in their mouth and take their skulls. I got a skull throne to build in my hotel room. Maybe you've seen it. Ow. Oh god, I'm actually injured? Ah! Bad dogs. I'm so wounded. Guess I'll heal up before I head into the place here.
This town sure is peaceful, Zach.
Very peaceful.
I don't know what to say, but that's why we're here.
So what are these then? They're just UFOs. Alright. Oh fuck! Now disappear. Oh yeah, now I can actually afford my hotel room for tonight. Exciting. Let's see here. Boo Boo Band-Aids. Boo Boo Band-Aid. Boo Boo Band-Aid. And some coffee. And a sody pop. I got no food. Oh, I do actually. I lied. Oh right, you can get sunburned in this. I forgot. Medical emergency bonus. All right.
Look, Zach. We're about to encounter a new character.
Oh, damn it. I know I saw her go inside, but it's empty. The hell's going on here?
You won't be able to find the other world.
What the... Who the hell are you? What are you doing
As
on
most
our plantation?
FBI agents
I'd like to
tell
ask
people.
you the same.
Well, Hey, shut up. This ain't got nothing to do with you.
I see. Well, if you don't want to tell me, then I have no choice but to guess. You just said this is our plantation. I assume that means you're a member of the Clarkson family, and you're here looking for someone. If there's a search being conducted on Clarkson property, it must be a search for Galena Clarkson, who's gone missing. Judging from the way you speak, your age, and most of all the color of your eyes, you must be Danny Clarkson, the father of the victim, Galena's husband, and the manager of the cold storage warehouse. Nice to meet you. I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. I'm here investigating the Lise Clarkson case. Oh, and just call me York. That's what everyone's always called me.
You think I give a shit? You better watch your mouth or I'm liable to whoop your goddamn ass.
Just try it.
Your daughter was taken from you, and now your wife has gone missing. No words can describe what you're going through. I imagine you're doing everything you can, searching every last nook and cranny all over town. But Danny, listen to me. It won't get you anywhere. No matter how hard you search, you'll never find them.
The fuck is with you? You want to throw down with a Clarkson?
Absolutely not. I simply wish to solve this case.
Then hurry up and investigate, goddammit.
I am. That's why I'm here. The Oracle told me there's something in this spot.
Oracle?
That's right. Zach and I are following oracles given to us by a skeletal gentleman. If you wish to find the person who killed your daughter, you should cooperate. I imagine that not even the Clarksons want to start a feud with a federal power.
I've had enough of your bullshit. Why's everyone and their mother been pissing in my ear today, huh? Shit.
Does this mean you're ready to cooperate? May I enter the building?
Do whatever you want. If you think you can mess with the Clarksons, you got another thing coming.
Time to do some thinking.
Zach, it appears that the Clarksons have no idea where Galena is either. And judging from Danny's demeanor, the family must be in the midst of their own complications. This case may require more work than we think. Zach, Danny married into this family, didn't he? Yet he's acting like he's a full-blooded Clarkson. I'm surprised, really. That was the most unexpected aspect of our encounter. After all, he's only the son-in-law. What do you think, Zach?
I think that man has an attitude problem that needs adjusting. With our wolf fang fists. Adjust him, Russ? I'm not a chiropractor. I'm just an FBI agent. Oh, what the fuck? I think we're about to go into one of the bad worlds. Just like we used to do in Deadly Premonition 1. Oh, jeez. Let's do it. There's something down there. Swirly purple vertex. Bathroom. Bathroom. Hey, it is a bathroom. I was right. Oh, that was great content. Alright, let's go to the vortex then.
This is it, Zach. A deadly premonition.
Whew! He said it!
You know, for some reason, I'm getting butterflies. How about you? It's time we went and saw this other world for ourselves.
He didn't even open the door. Alright, let's go find some more clues. Yo, same. I also like it when they say the title of the movie or game or whatever at a serious time. If they just drop it out of nowhere, it's kind of wasted. Oh boy.
Zach, the countryside is always so entertaining.
Is that what you call this?
It has far more stimuli to offer than the big city.
Oh yeah, Zach, we're definitely in the deep south now. I can feel it.
Those movies from the 80s were all predicting the future. Life's simpler than what philosophers make it out to be. In the end, truth and reality are...
Aw, damn it. I hate when I interrupt the conversation by just doing... Oh, Jesus. It's Scissor Man.
Mr. Alligator. I'm not sure how much help you'll be in this situation, but I guess you're better than nothing.
What? What?
What the... Zach, I don't even need to say it, do I? This is right out of that movie. Videodrome, 1982, directed by David Cronenberg. At the time, it was seen is a hard movie to digest for normal moviegoers, but now it's become a cult classic. I always just saw it as another weird Canadian movie, but this changes everything. My arm and my gun have become one. Now I can really understand what Max was going through.
Hold down the fire button to charge the psycho gun. Aim it towards an enemy to lock on, then release the fire button to fire a homing bullet. The faster your firing speed, the faster your gun will lock on. Locking onto multiple points at once is also possible. Taking damage will cancel your lock, so be careful. I gotta know is, do you think York is ever gonna mention a David Lynch movie? I think that would be a little too meta, but it would be right up the alley. Okay. I got him. I also heard snarf. Holy shit. Huh? Huh? What? I'm just gonna go this way. You want some of this? It cuts it so, like, prematurely. That man is mid-screaming and you just silence him. Huh? Poor voice actor lent his voice for the enemies, doesn't even get full recognition. Oh, I'm glad they added a lock-on feature and all that cool stuff. Really wasn't expecting it. I like when he puts his gun away, it disappears. His, like, wooden hand thing. Just let me go put that back in my pocket. Ooh, first aid kit, alright. I still like to believe that York here is having like a psychosis breakdown and he's actually just shooting warehouse workers. This doesn't work. Alright. You mean he isn't? I mean, he might. He just might be. For all we know, he shot himself with Mr. Alligator and he's having like a tranquilizer hallucination. Antinum? What is it? Oh, I can do the thing now, maybe. Oh, maybe not. That's spooky, actually. Sniff, sniff. Oh, snip, snip with the P. I was hearing sniff, sniff. Speedrun tactics. Oh, fuck. Captano fragment? What? I want to cut it off. Snip, snip. See, I'm holding the button so I can do the charge, but it's not happening. But this is probably a feature. guys really want to give me, like, a haircut, yeah? And they drop cups of coffee with milk in them? That's disgusting. I take mine with cream, not coffee or milk. Milk and coffee's disgusting. Just IMO.
Zach, I sense something here.
Ooh, is it time to profile?
Lise was murdered here. Let's take a closer look and find out exactly what went on.
Hey, let's do this. Also, I'm out of concentration. Wait, is that what my charge uses, concentration?
Red powder. This must be Sang Rouge.
Ooh, her eyes are moving. That's weird.
But for some reason, it looks more vibrant than all the specimens we've gathered so far.
More. I want more. Okay, sweetie. We're gonna play a fun game now.
I'm really liking that kooky font.
I love games. I wanna play. Yes, I'll give you exactly what you want. Something real special. You'll be able to fly much higher now.
Giggles.
I'm happy. So happy. Yeah. I'm your mama. I know exactly what...
Stop. I don't want to hear that.
Zach, the murder weapon was an axe. Lise must have been dismembered while she was still alive. And the woman holding the axe, flashy clothes, beautiful face, and that dragonfly ring, this must be Lisa's mother, Galena Clarkson. Look, Zach, she's crying. It's the polar opposite of Lisa's euphoric expression. Galena is brandishing an axe while tears stream down her face. What was going on in her head?
Wow, it's amazing. I can feel it. I'm getting prettier.
Zach, Lisa's limbs were severed while she was still alive.
I don't think she was living after that, though, right?
But she's smiling. She must not have been able to feel any pain.
Wait, are those, like, things that are over her body? Is it, like, some kind of anime censorship where she's supposed to be all, like, gutted and disemboweled?
Sang Rouge isn't that powerful of a drug. At least it shouldn't be. And look, Zach. Another dragonfly.
The tape, yeah, that's what I meant.
The tattoo is just to the side of her navel.
Okay. Ew, the navel's pulsating. I don't like this.
She always carried the mark of a Clarkson with her, wherever she went.
Okay, let's get started. This is gonna be so fun.
What about the crazy ladder with the barbs?
How you used to play with dolls when you were a baby, honey?
Yay! I love dolls. Dolly, dolly, dolly.
No!
Yes. Oh, yes. You're amazing. I love you, my little dolly. Yes, yes. Play with me.
Am I gonna get banned? So what's your story, huh?
Zach, there's a tall woman here. Very stylish. She'd stick out like a sore thumb in this town. Is she watching the murder? No. She's clearly more than an innocent spectator. She must be deeply entwined with this case somehow.
I don't like these anime pants. Okay, enough of that.
Lise, you're so beautiful.
Really? Yay! I'm a little dolly. I'm a little dolly.
That's it, Lise. It'll all start from you. Now you'll never die. You'll be eternal. Just wait for me, Lise. I'll be with you soon. I'll always be with you.
Dolly, dolly, dolly.
I didn't like that profile.
Lise Clarkson was murdered here. After she died, she was carried to the spot underneath that bridge. Why did the killer feel the need to move her? Bodies are usually only moved to cover up evidence. But this is different. Lisa's body was enshrined. She was being shown off to someone. The ritual, the altar, a mother killing her child, a monstrous giant, and a mysterious, stylish woman. There's a real demon out there, and it's got its sights set on the Clarksons. But Zach, this is exactly the kind of case we FBI agents are here to solve. Isn't that right?
Absolutely wacky.